Hi, everybody. It's Grace here, your mind body eating coach. Okay, how are you today? If you're watching me live right now, do send me some likes or love and let me know which country are you from. Okay, so today we are going to talk about procrastinate on your health goal. We know that, for most of us, we will have our financial goal or some personal goal, and is health goal part of your goal? Okay, right. So today I'm going to share with you this story of my friend. So her name is Shirley. Shirley is a property agent. So I remember that about 3 years ago, I met up with her, and then she always told me that she wanted to, shed some pounds away, and eventually she's a drinker as well, lah. So she wanted to stop drinking as well, but I mean, due to her career itself, so it is a little bit tough. But however, I got a good news from her. Just I would like to bring this up in this Facebook Live itself. So the thing is, if you really procrastinate on something, and this is because of these three main reasons. So this is a story of Shelley that, through her story itself, we actually find out that these three things can actually uh, make you procrastinate in a way. So let's move on with the first thing itself. Okay, so first, maybe it is because you are on your own, in a way that why is that Shelley managed to stop her relationship with alcohol as well as shed some pounds away. It is because she has her support from her husband itself. So together with the husband, both of them actually trying to stop drinking. How wonderful is that, right? And nevertheless, whenever they have things like entertainment, so one of her colleague will actually prepare her some sparkling water so that she don't really drink too much. So it will be wonderful if, let's say, you have a pal or your spouse can actually support you, right? But nevertheless, if let's say you're alone and you don't have, and I mean anyone with you that being so supportive, right? What you can do over here is that nowadays you can always join some Facebook group that actually have those like-minded people who support in terms of the behavior change, right? Because throughout some of the research, it is proven that some of the social support is a key factor for a behavior change to succeed. Okay, so you might consider to look for those Facebook group over here. So it and it costs you nothing as well, right? Yeah. So the next thing over here is that second, you are in denial, in a way that you don't really want to change lah. In a way, it means that we always say that that smoking kills, and but you were thinking that, okay, wait until I reach like 50 years old, then only I will stop it. And you know that putting on weight is actually a risk for others diseases, but you look at some of the people around you. Hello, they are much more bigger than me, then why would I need to do that, right? And that's why, I mean, you should make a change, but you just reluctantly and procrastinate, you don't want to make a change. And my suggestion for you over here is that, you could actually not necessarily be a doctor. So you can actually talk to someone who really have certain type of chemistry with you, right? So this person could actually light you up and then urge you to make a change over here. Okay, yep, it could be anybody that you really trust them, right? So you can do so. So the third one is that you don't think you can do it. So let's say talking about smoking. So if let's say you have been smoking for quite some time, I mean, for years, and now that asking you to stop smoking, you might actually have some self doubt. You were actually wondering that, wait, mm, you actually wondering that whether you can do it or not. So, and literally we will switch to things like I can't do it, right? So, and then the second one is that when we talk about cooking, I mean, I'm not sure about during this pandemic, because I'm one of them that always cook at home. So for those people who, because we could hardly dine out nowadays, so if you was one of them who eventually make a goal to actually cook at home, we know that cooking at home is much more healthier. So but anyhow, you actually don't think that you can do it, because you might think that 7 days or 5 days in a week that I need to cook, it might actually disturb my working schedule, right? So over here, that one of the suggestion over here is that choose a task that you think you can complete it. Example, if let's say you will need about, well, I'm not a smoker, so uh, let's say you smoke like 20 cigarettes in a day, so you might need to cut down to, let's say, 18. So you are kind of like 10% off, right? So which is better, I think you can make it. And then if let's say talk about cooking, you rarely cook in a week, so let's say once in a week you just start cooking some simple meal, so that once you think that once you actually kind of like get into it, you can slowly add on the so-called workload itself, right? So, and after all, yeah, that's the word. I mean, you can actually adjust it into bite size, so that it's easier for you to pick up. But anyway, always actually talk to yourself when you are actually doing these kind of changes by yourself. Like, you tend to have some self talk, be kind. I mean, be gentle to yourself itself. Okay, so because the thing is, like, once you love yourself, you forgive yourself, it's easier for you to pick up some new changes over here. And nevertheless, I would like to wrap this up with my webinar, which will be held on this Friday itself. Okay, it will be at 7:30 p.m. Just let me put up this the link itself. Just a minute. Okay, so this is a 60 minutes web class where I'm going to share a lot of tips about how to stay lean, strong, and confident. And feel free to register, and I hope to see you in this web class itself. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow.